time is going by pretty quickly. Nor did I even get sleep. I'm still skeptical about that guy in my dream. I've been having a hard time sleeping cause of him. That power he possesses, can I really break my own barrier? So many questions I tried to ask him. He still gave me the same answer.
Honey? Are you awake?
Yeah, Mom. I'm awake. Having a bit of a difficult time sleeping.
Oh, okay. I was concerned about your well-being since the whole fiasco yesterday.
I'm okay. It's just that today's going to be a little off for me, now that the principal gave me a few days off.
I understand, Caillou. But your principal said it's best you get some rest for the time being. I know how you feel about all this. For the time being, get some rest please.
Easy for you to say.
Come on, Caillou. Everything is going to be fine. You just got to have faith. Don't let this bring you down, okay?
I guess. It's better than being around with a bunch of morons.
That's not very polite to call your friends that.
Come on, Mom. I'm not that big of a jerk. Even though it seems Leo is the only one who understands me more than everybody else.
Why don't you talk to Leo then? I'm sure he won't mind the company.
I wish it were just easy. Now these days Leo has been focusing on school more than anything else. I mean, the guy is literally the top student at the school. I highly doubt he would have wanted to hear what I have to say to him.
Well, like I said, I'm more than sure he'll be more than happy to listen what you have to say. If not, then try talking to that cute girl you've been chatting with.
Mom, really? Right now?
What? I think it's cute you two chatting with each other.
I understand that, Mother, but I'm 100% sure Sapphire doesn't want her nonsense from me.
Then what about the other girl? Her sister, I assumed.
You've been spying on me, huh?
Well, maybe just a little, I supposed. Jokes aside though, I'm going to go grocery shopping for dinner today.
I thought you quit your job?
Yes, I did. But that doesn't stop me from providing for my family. Just because I quit doesn't mean I'm all out of money. I still yet to receive my final direct deposit.
Well, that's a relief. I guess I'll relax then for the time being.
That's the right attitude I want to hear. Well, I'd better get going before it gets crowded. I'll see you later, Caillou.
Alrighty, Mom. Take care. I'm glad Mom is always there to cheer me up when I'm going through difficulties. Although I'm still curious about my eye. It's been somewhat bothering me lately. I really want to know more, yet so little time that I just cannot. Maybe this so-called barrier that he mentioned is the key to understand my eye. But how can I get in contact with him again? I can't just sleep through and hope for the best. Unless there could be someone who knows about my eye. A doctor maybe? Nah, I highly doubt they'll know anything. Sapphire knows a little, but not too much for me to understand. Azalea could probably know. And I don't think it's best to bother them two at a time like this anyways. If only there was a sign that'll lead me to somebody. But, who?
You're late.
Yeah, I know. We need to talk. Listen, I don't know what you're planning, but it needs to stop. I can't be keeping you hidden, especially that you're retired. Haven't you learned from what I have been telling you?
Whatever I'm doing doesn't concern you, Isaki.
I'm more than sure that it does concerns me. At this rate, who knows how long it'll be for them to notice. I keep telling you, stay hidden, stay retired. But no, it seems it goes in one ear, then out the other.
Oh, I've been listening to you. It's just that whatever you tell me is invalid.
Invalid? All this time you've been ignoring my suggestions?
Ignoring? That's quite funny if you think that way.
What do you mean?
I wouldn't be here if I'd ignored you. That's still a problem for you, always coming towards conclusions without thinking. Typical Freedom Heaven member you are.
Look, I understand where you're coming from, but my point is
that you should know by now who got you here in the first place. Remember when you were just a rookie? You were just as hopeless as you are now. So take this to consideration. Never come to me with an attitude, buddy. Or things may get worse. Understand?
Yeah? It's just that it's very complicated now these days from what I have to go through. Sometimes I just wish it was still simpler from before.
What have I told you about not to dwell in the past?
Yeah, I know.
So, how's life treating you?
In between, I supposed. Still trying to get everything settled for the next meeting.
Those meetings, huh? And what about her?
Elizabeth. I guess you can say she's still settling in. Although she's changed a lot recently.
You two need any drinks?
No thanks, Dave. We're both good.
Alrighty then. If you need anything, I'll be here.
You said she changed? How so?
It seems like ever since the whole incident a few years ago, she's been off the edge recently. Like she lost control of what her role of God really is. I don't know if she's still grieving over the fact that her own children and grandchildren tragically died that day, or revenge is on her top priority.
Interesting. 'Cause didn't one of them survive the attack?
And that one of them is your disciple. Did you forget that?
Hey. Nah. I was just testing you to see if you knew what I have been doing over the past 3 years.
I still meaning to ask you about that. How is she? From what I am analyzing from your response, it seems it's going well?
You can say that. She's been improving lately. Learning the abilities here and there. I'll say, she's actually very innocent, considering from what you've told me.
Yes, I know. I'm glad she's improving. Have you ever thought that it could be the perfect time?
No. She's not ready yet. I know it, and so does her father.
I see. You spoke to him as well, huh? How is he?
Loki has been doing good. Spoke to him just yesterday. He did ask me about his daughter's improvement. I did ask if he wanted to meet her. But his response was more of a not ready type yet now.
I see. But as you mentioned, you never liked the family from the beginning. Especially after what they did.
The family is nothing but criminals. Born like one, always will be one. But her on the other hand, she's not like them. I can tell 'cause her energy is nothing like theirs. She has her father's genes, in which I'm more glad than ever.
And what about him? Have you spoke to him recently?
Yes I did. In fact, he noted that he had spoken to his reincarnated.
Reincarnated? Are you telling me?
Just listen, will you? He said that this kid, whom he presently is known as his reincarnated, is the child of prophecy, without a doubt in mind. This kid has the potential to become greater than him. I don't know who this kid is, but it seems he has very high demands on this kid.
Let me guess. He wants you to train this kid?
More or less, yes. But listen, here's the thing. If this kid is truly what he described, then I shall give him immense training.
Are you out of your mind? Giving a child immense training right away is perhaps to be the stupidest idea that you ever came up with. You're going to kill the child.
Look, Izaki, I started off immense training when my master trained me. It's going to be a struggle, I know. But you must understand this. There is enemies out there, ready to capture those whose power are very noticeable. If this child is not trained by me, then they'll take advantage in their own hands and use that child as their own weapon. You get where I am coming from?
Yes, I understand. But what about your family?
I have a training ground right next to my house. It shouldn't be a problem.
I see. Well then, if that's what you want to do, then I suggest you remain hidden for the time being.
I know. That's why I got you for that.
Funny. That's what I always say when I used to work with you.
Yeah! I bet you miss me, huh?
to be honest. I prefer working with you than my other co-workers.
Okay. That's enough reminiscing. Let's drink up and enjoy this classic of a music.
I thought you said you don't like to dwell in the past.
Not if it's good old 80s music. Hey Dave. Can we get 2 classics? I'm sure Isahi can handle it.
Handle it? What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, calm down. It's good. Trust me. I'm sure your daughters won't mind you drinking late.
I'm more than sure my youngest daughter would question my misbehavior actions.